And we are live. What's good, Charles? The man, BL Saint. How y'all feeling? What's going on? What's going on? What's good? I know it's been a while. I know it's been a couple weeks. I have been down. I have been sick. I I'll talk about that in a second. I'm just gonna wait here. I'm waiting to check the live. I'm I always watch the live stream. Y'all know I'm gonna be extremely rusty. Extremely rusty. So live just came up. Everything sounds good. Um, yeah, man. Yeah. It's yeah, I know I'm gonna be extremely rusty on this. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna be extremely rusty. So bear with your old uncle. You know what I mean? First of all, I want to, hey, shout out to everybody who's been checking on me, hitting me up on Instagram, shooting me text messages and stuff like that, checking on your Uncle Saint. I truly appreciate it. Yes, I was down. I was bad. I how should we put this? Let's just put it this way. Let's just put it this way. Stress will kill you just as sure as that rifle over my shoulder will. Stress will kill you guys. You have to take care of yourself. You have to look after yourself. You have to pay close attention to stress and your mental well-being and all that good stuff. And you must go see the medical professionals. You must go see your doctors. All right. Uh, a lot of y'all don't know this. Some of you may, but I have high blood pressure. It's cool. It's you know, I have medication and all that good stuff. But um, things happen. Things can get worse or things can get better. So for the past 2 weeks, I've been doing nothing. Following doctor's orders, eating right, drinking a ton of water, taking my meds, and doing nothing because we had to get it down. My blood pressure shot up to dangerous levels. So and then I also was feeling bad. And so it was like, a whole bunch of stuff going on. It all starts with just stress, just dealing with everyday life stuff. We all deal with it. So how you deal with that is very important. And as you guys know, if I stop broadcasting, if I stop coming on, something's wrong. Right? Like something ain't right. So so yeah, I'm back. Everything's cool. We're getting it back to where it needs to be. The good thing about sitting down for a couple weeks, and I was sitting down, not watching any politics, not watching any RP Manosphere stuff. I was just sitting down, relaxing, and watching science fiction. I needed to. I'm like, I want to watch something that's not gonna have me tripping. So, all right, I'm gonna watch science fiction and cartoons. That's all I'm going to watch, and that's what I watched. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's that's what's been going on. Brother Jackson in the house, yo, what is good? We switch this up. Y'all know I'm moving a little bit slow. You know what I mean? So what's good, bro? Good to see you. Damn, Unc went full pilot mode with the stash. Hey, I told you I switch it up sometimes. I'll go with a beard, I'll go with a mustache. Sometimes I go to a complete shaven face. Sister Candace is in the house. Was good, love. Always a pleasure to see you. Good afternoon to you. She's like, yeah, I've seen you been outside. You shaved. Yeah, I was down for a minute. Yo, being in a house for 2 weeks, man, for someone like me is just crazy. So and I wanted to, how they say break the cycle or whatever. I wanted to get after it. I wanted to start changing. So what's the easiest thing you can do? First, get up. You know what I mean? Like get out of the bed. First thing, wake up. Second thing, all right, let me go ahead and shave and let me get out the house. So, doctors told me how long to, stay down. I stayed down. That was good. Like I went right out. Like I went right out. First thing I did was I had a meeting with the new Templars, met up with my knights. We had a great meeting. That was the very first thing I did when when it was like I could go out now, boom. And then of course, you guys know I love to dance. So went to my salsa spot, but I didn't dance because it was way too hot inside. I mean, it was like an oven, bro. I was standing in one spot and I was sweating. I'm like, I'm not gonna get too sweaty. Um, so and then I've been, went to see my dude Trey. It was his birthday. Shout out to you, bro. Went out with him. So I went out Friday, went out Saturday. Sunday I was chilling because I didn't want to push myself too hard. Like I came back home, was just chilling on Sunday. And then I decided, like, yo, I'm gonna get back to broadcasting. So that's what we're doing today. And it's gonna continue to do what we gotta do. And now I gotta catch up. There are a lot of things that I had to cancel. I'm supposed to not supposed to, but I need to go to Fort Lauderdale. I got some people I need to talk to, some meetings that need to be set up. I got family in town as well in Miami. So while I'm in, if I'm down in Fort Lauderdale, I'll just kick it, shoot on down to Miami, see my people, make sure everything is good there. And of course, if I'm in Miami, I'm gonna check in. I'm gonna check in with my, fresh and fit. I'm gonna check in with Miami Fresh, see how they're doing. I haven't seen those brothers since the Valuetainment thing. So definitely I check in with them. I got my own folks down there, air traffic controller, people like controller family and stuff like that. So I got a lot to do. I got a lot to do. It's gonna be good. I'm glad I'm back. You know me. I'm glad I'm back. Brother Dano's in the house, man. What's good? Good to see you too, brother. And my princess is good. She's with her mom. She's doing her thing. It's summertime. So, and you ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm gonna keep it 100. When you have like these issues, I noticed my daughter was gone, and that really, I mean, she keeps me grounded. So not having her home was easier for me to just kind of fall down this hole. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of start the fight with depression and all this other kind of stuff. I mean, it kind of just spiral down when you don't have, like your beautiful child right there kind of looking at you like, let's go do this, let's go do that. Man, I've noticed that. I'm like, you know what? My daughter's keeping me alive. So we are well, man. Thanks, man, for asking. Andrew Tate emergency meeting today. Word? I'm gonna check that out. Yeah, we did have a great meeting. You know what I'm saying? I got my nights in the house right now. Telling you, we doing big things, bro. We did. There it is. Big things are coming. Yes, we are. Like brother Dano, like you knock years off with your new cut. I'm still old. I'm in my 50s, and hey, the model that I'm in seems to be, like, hey, you look so young. I don't feel it, y'all. I'm in pain right now. I'm just letting you know. I've been through a lot, done a lot. But I appreciate the compliment, though. I do. If I shave it all off, man, people really can't tell my age. It is what it is. Dr. B is in the house. Yo, what's good, fam? Yeah, like long time no see. Yes, sir. My doctor told me to sit down, man. My blood pressure got up to, they had me hooked up to machines. Let's just say, if you guys are wondering how high my blood pressure got, dangerously high. I was yeah, it was bad. But my doctors did, talk to me about it, and I have more information, and now I know exactly what lethal is as opposed to dangerous. So that, bro, I've been sitting down for 2 weeks. I didn't move. I didn't do nothing. I was just sitting down, drinking water, eating right, and trying to focus on, staying calm. Dr. B is like, I'll be in Miami October for CME. I'll be there too, bro. I'll be there too. It's on. In fact, I'll be booking my tickets in a couple weeks. I'll be there, man. You know me, bro. I'm always at the W. I'll be at the Icon. We definitely, it's on, man. Let's get dinner, bro. Let's get dinner. You let me know what you feel like spending, because you know how I get. We could go to Moxie's, keep it simple, or we can hit up like Dirty French, or we can hit up Carbones. We can hit up Mr. Childs. You know what I mean? Let me know, bro. Let me know. It's just I'll wreck the budget. It's the places I like to go. I'll wreck the budget. You know what I mean? I'm glad y'all here. It's a pleasure to see y'all, man. Thank you so much for coming through. So yeah, that's enough. I just want to let you know what was up with me. You know what I mean? I'm fine, as you can see. Again, thanks to everyone who was reaching out, hooking me up. You know what I mean? Making sure I'm okay, checking on me. Miss AKA lady, thank you so much. Like, she was like, yo, what's up? Where you at? You know what I mean? All my nights, you know what I mean? What's up? Like, they didn't know what was up with me, but they was checking in. And I appreciate that. We need that, man. This is why we have our teams, we have our circles, we have our clans, right? And that's what it is. So, Dr. B is like, for sure, we can definitely meet up. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Money is not really a problem. In its own, then, fam. It's on. Money ain't a problem, sweet, than you buying. It's gonna be great, man. It's on. There's a place in Miami. It's a new spot in South Beach, fairly new. I think it's called Angel. I forget the name of it, but this place is they have a dress code at this joint, which blew my mind. I'm at a dress code in Miami on South Beach of all places. Yo, bro, it's a sushi slant steakhouse, some sort of Asian fusion kind of thing. I haven't been yet, but I plan on going. I will be there before October, so I'll let you know what it is. And I hear it's top notch, bro. Like, I mean, the people who were telling me about it are real serious food people, and they're like, yo, this might be one of the best restaurants I've ever been to in the world. Mind you, they've been around the world a few times, so I'm looking forward to checking this place out. I am the single one. On the spots in the house. What's good, sis? How are you doing? Um, Good to see you as well. I can't wait to holler at you. I know Shushu and I were supposed to do a show last Thursday. We're rescheduling that. We're gonna get back on track, and I'm gonna hit you up too, love. You know, man, I would love to get you on that episode. And it was gonna kind of tie into what we're talking about here, with the RP world and all that, brother Jack. You know, laughing my yeah, laughing my butt off. Air traffic money, no joke, huh? Yeah, hey, Dr. B is a doctor. But nah, air traffic money ain't no joke, bro. You know what I mean? Once you get in there, he's like, saw that place, bodyguards outside. Yeah, bro, it's the real deal. It's the real deal, man. You got to come in there. You can't come in there looking any old kind of way, neither, man. You got to come in dressed up. They have a dress code. In New York, you know, dress codes were common, you know, even here recently. I mean, I can remember going to the circuit and you couldn't get in without a jacket and tie, but I never heard of any type of dress code in Miami ever. I have seen dress codes in LA back in the day, not like when I first moved there, not so much towards the end of my stay in the LA area, but when I got there, like from like the late 90s, early 2000s, yeah, there were dress codes at certain joints. So but yeah, and yeah, he and yeah, like, my young knight, yeah, he air traffic does well, but with doctors, it's a whole nother level, bro. Like doctors, surgeons, and all that kind of stuff, pharmacists, whole nother level, bro. But like I said, there's levels to it, and like Dr. B is really making it happen. And brother Dino for the uh BP start the day with for the blood pressure, start the day with a massive glass of cold water. First thing, okay, all right. I'll definitely do that. Yeah, I'm also on cholesterol meds, man. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. I will do that. And yeah, I used to hate drinking water, man. But now, I'm buying it by the case. You know, I'm drinking, just constantly drinking water. And the cardio, like getting out there, doing the walks, hitting the gym up, not going crazy. I'm not trying to get, bulky. But just for cardio and, like I might do some light workouts. I've lost about 20 pounds, 15 to 20 pounds through this process over the past month. I lost a lot of weight, and all that was muscle. So I'm going to have to build that muscle mass back. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to get beat up in the streets one day. So I still need to get my muscle mass back, but I have to, step my way up to it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you definitely going to be there, young knight. You definitely going to be there one day, bro. I trust me. It's just hard work. So I'm definitely going to do that. And I appreciate all of the advice, and I've been doing research myself. But I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It was like, this, almost took me out. I think of all the stuff I've done in my life and all the situations I've been in. I'm like, ain't this not to actually to actually fall prey to high blood pressure to me would just suck. So I'm definitely gonna stay on top of that. I'm gonna work that hard. And so yeah, but let's get into the topic, y'all. Let's get into what we are here to talk about. Um and yeah, I've noticed, especially over the past, like since I've only been going outside again for the past couple of days, but um Saturday, I met a stranger, like a really nice person, a real cool woman. I heard my buddy talking to her. I kind of listened to the conversation. I'm like, oh, I want to jump in on this conversation. And I mean, we wound up talking for hours. This is a very, very attractive young woman. And like kind of she's like, I'm on a quest to better myself. I'm paraphrasing, but that's pretty much what she was saying. And everything that she was saying, I would say 75% of her talking points were red pill talking points. It's like stuff that's just talked about in the manosphere all the time, man of swamp, whatever you want to call it. But she's never consumed any of the content. She doesn't know any other people because doing throughout the evening, I'm like, hey, have you ever heard of Rich Cooper? Have you ever heard of Michael Sertain? Have you ever heard of Melanie King? I'm just kind of dropping these names in there, and she doesn't follow this kind of stuff. So it got me to thinking, because these red pill points, these points you were making were very, very red pill. And we were talking relationships, and she was, and she's African American. Of course, she was asking me a lot of stuff. I remember at one point she asked me, she's like, I'm just curious, like, when it comes to dating and relationships, what if you're gonna have a relationship with someone, what's your preference? Do you have a preference? And I kind of, and she's like, it's not gonna hurt my feelings, tell the truth. And I was like, yes. If I had, if I had to pick, like I'm very much into Latinas, but That's not a slight against black women, because I could be sitting here with a woman from Cuba or Panama or from Colombia, and she could be darker than me, just Latin. You wouldn't know until you hear her speak, right? And then she went on to say, my friend, she was like, yeah, um, I hear that from a lot of men. And she was talking about her dad. She's like, yeah, my dad, he only dates white women. He doesn't mess with black women. And her father's older than me. And then, we kind of went back and forth. And she was like, even growing up, I was raised by a single mom. Like, basically, my mom ran my dad away. And, I asked my dad about it. And, he told me, just, and this is one of the things, again, this red pill stuff. She's like, my dad told me, this is, everyone's grown now, it's years and years down the road after the divorce or whatever. My dad told me I just got tired of coming home after a long day's work and having to fight my wife. Like, I would just wanted to come home to some peace. You know what I mean? That's all I wanted. And your mom, my ex-wife, wouldn't give that to me. So the women I've seen after her, I can at least get peace when I come home after a hard day's work or whatever. And she said she's been on a quest, I guess, ever since she heard that. Because she's like, yeah, I have the same alpha traits. I would, I have this, I want to get this and get the bag, and that my priority is me, and that. So that messed up my relationship. So she was married, and she got divorced, and she actually made a lot of money. So she got divorced, or correction, not her. There was another woman I was talking to that day that was very successful. She got divorced. She makes a lot of money, and she was paying her husband off basically because she saw the writing on the wall. Like, we go to court, he's really going to wreck me. So let me go ahead and just give him this, give him that, pay for this and pay for that, and then get him to agree to this, so I don't go getting wrecked through the court system. And because this woman was in the medical field, she's doing very well for herself. And she's like, yeah, like because I made the comment, the court system doesn't necessarily care about gender, it cares about who makes the most money. She's like, you're exactly right, and this is why I did it, and this is what I did it, and this is how much money I saved by doing that. And that goes to what I was talking about. Is, of course, it's been 2 weeks since I've gone live, but you guys know over here I'm always saying that we're going to see a change at some point in the family law system. Why? Because women are going to start paying. Women are making more money. And you see that, it's very, very apparent in the black community. Sisters are out here getting it. They're working for governmental jobs. They're working, in the medical field. Some are even entrepreneurs. They're making money and they're doing it. They're getting it. And men, African-American men, aren't necessarily earning as much. Like, again, the average man's making between 50, 60 grand a year, whatever. Women are outdoing them. Women are outdoing them right now. Women are in, they're graduating from colleges in higher numbers. They're doing all this other kind of stuff. I'm telling you, I'm going to give it between 15 and 20 years from now. There's going to be some major reform within the family law system. I guarantee it. I'm ready to guarantee it at this point. I'm ready to bet on it at this point, because women are out earning men. Relationships still aren't working, right? Hypergamy is still a thing. And divorce is going to stay where they are. Like, everyone accepts the, 50% of marriages end in divorce. We all accept that, right? No problem. We accept that. But that doesn't mean that that other 50% rise off into the sunset and lives happily ever after. No, they just don't get divorced. They're not living together. If they're in the same home, they're roommates. They're doing all kind of stuff. They're seeing all kind of stuff. They got situationships. They just don't want to go through the legal part and rip everything apart. They was good. Hey man, let's just keep it like this and we'll just do whatever. But there's no love there or whatever. So the real divorce rate is probably in the 60, maybe 70 percentile. Think about that. Think about that. People are chasing this dream. So back to, really cool woman number one that I was talking to on Saturday. She asked me about relationships. She said, listen, I believe in true love. Say, what are your thoughts on that? Do you believe in true love? I'm like, no, true love does not exist. Not in the way that you're thinking. True love does not exist. Not in, when you're talking about the Disney fairy tale, it does not exist. Now, do I believe that two people can have that connection and have that, that bond? Yes, I do believe it's possible. But I told her, I said, the thing is this is my thoughts on this, y'all. This isn't scientific, but my thing is this: that bond, that true love is, you have a better chance of finding out between the ages of 16 and 26, in my opinion, when you're young. Once you're outside of that, I say it's very, very difficult to find. And it's a different variant. But that puppy love, that true love, 16 to 26. The sooner the better. The sooner the better. Y'all meet in middle school, and by high school, y'all dating and going steady, like the old people used to say. You know what I mean? Y'all get married by the time you're sophomores in college, and you're pretty much the only people you've been with. He's the guy. He doesn't have a lot of experience. She doesn't have a lot of experience. Maybe he was her first, and they get married. Yeah, they got a good chance of going the distance, and that bond is only going to grow. But the older you get, the more experience you have. Things are going to change. And then the real world comes in. Once you get into your late 20s, early 30s, now you're dealing with the consequences of your financial decisions, i.e. student loans, right? How many people out there know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm glad y'all didn't get that relief. I paid my student loans. I was glad when they said, nah, the Supreme Court shut that down. Come on now. So now these people are sitting out there, and the average student loan payment is what, $400? That's going to devastate some folks. I don't mean for them to be devastated. I don't like that part. I think it's terrible, but that's the financial decision that they made that they got to deal with. So when you reach your late 20s, early 30s, right now you're dealing with your financial decisions that you made, good or bad. Now you're dealing with all this extra experience you have with relationships, smashing people, this and that. All that comes into play for men and women, mostly for women though, because women, y'all can get sex whenever y'all want. Men, we all know it's hard to get sex. Right now you're dealing with, your car note. You're dealing with your rent or your mortgage. You're dealing with insurance and all the rest of it. So by the time you're in your 30s and onward, your mind is not on that true love. That's just a fairy tale. It's an oasis. And I think a lot of people, they like having that oasis in the back of their mind, like, well, I'm gonna find true love. And they really know it doesn't exist. And then you get into these relationships, and then you're looking for these ridiculous, standards for this relationship, and it doesn't work. Boom. Divorce, which brings even more problems. Right, for both. I mean, women tend to win right now. When she gets the right guy, he makes a lot of money, they get divorced, he gets half his stuff, and we all know that. So and now guys are backing away. That kind of leads us to where we are now. But women are getting all this money, and they're marrying these dudes because they're like, oh, let me go ahead. I mean, he doesn't make a lot of money, but he loves me. It's the true love. My Prince Charming or whatever. Even though he's broke, get with him. They get together. 10 years down the road, she initiates divorce, and then bam, she gets hit in the teeth. What do you mean I got to give up half my retirement? What do you mean I got to pay him alimony? This is coming. And this, I've been saying it's coming, and now it's here. You know what I mean? Lady Lavor's in the house. What's good, sis? That's what's up. Yeah, looking like the Black Pink Panther with my mustache, girl. You wilding. It's good to see you. At the beginning of the show, I was telling you what was going on. I was down, girl. I was sick. I had to sit down for 2 weeks. I wasn't doing nothing, bed rest, doctor's orders, and all that. But I'm back now. So yeah, I came with the mustache. I came with the mustache. Dr. B. Yep, I see it all the time in medicine for sure. Yeah, like it's going on right now, and call it good, call it bad, call it whatever you want to call it. This whole independent woman, this whole boss babe thing, this is the logical conclusion to that. You want to be independent? Independent of what? Independent of men. Let's keep it 100. You independent, you want to be on your own? Go ahead. And there are a lot of good women that I'm meeting out here, right? Y'all know I'm an old dude. Now I had my young man face on. So she was shocked to find my true age. I told her how old I was. It blew her mind. And she said, oh, now it makes sense. Because she was like, I'm normally attracted to older guys. I was just listening to you, and now it makes sense because I'm hearing what you have to say. And yeah, you're older. And she was like, hey, now, hey, you know what I mean? And I was the same way. And I said, look, girl, this is my real age. I ain't telling you my real age because I know you're in the older men, but I know you're in the older men. So
holla, 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 holla.
So, I mean, like I said, little shorty was fine. I ain't, but when I'm out and about, people go out and they're on the hunt. A lot of guys are out here, they're still out here on the hunt, hunting for women, they're looking for sex or whatever. I'm on the hunt for a good conversation. We must have talked for hours. I'm not exaggerating, bro. I want to say we talked for about 3 or 4 hours, me and this woman. We are going from place to place. We're with a small group. We're kind of doing our thing. But we had a great conversation. To me, that was better than all the rest of it. But again, I'm an older dude, and I know what I'm looking for. And I also know right away when I meet someone, if this is someone I'm trying to do something with, either physically or just something I want to do something with, you know what I mean, emotionally, physically, intellectually, I know right off rip. You know, not as fast as women, but pretty quick for men. Like, I already know if this is something I want to pursue over here or not. That's something I want to pursue over there or not. And, I guess the older you get as a dude, especially if you have experience, you begin to put women into categories as like women put men into categories. Okay, you're friend zone for you. I'm just going to smash you. You're just going to be someone I can take out because you're stunningly beautiful. And, I need to have someone with me that looks good. So I'm going to have you in this group of this pool of women that I use when I want to go out and be seen, when I'm trying to network at a certain level. You're the political one. I'm going to keep you around for political events. You're the classic one. So I'm going to keep you around when it's time to go to the ballet or it's time to go to the opera or whatever. That's what I do. But, most guys, man, they just trying to smash. That's all. That's all that's on their mind. They just want to hit. I sit back and watch them. They just chase women. And I was telling one of the young dudes who was out with us that night, I said, look, man, I look back on my younger days. I was in the prime of my life, and what was I doing? I was chasing women. And what did I get? What did I get out of that? Nothing. I mean, if you really want to look at it, I got hit for. I lost so much money chasing women. Yeah, I got to smash. Yeah, I got to do the craziness, man, the threesomes and all that other stuff. Yeah, I was in the clubs and all that. But all of that was money lost. All of it. Money, and more importantly, time lost. If I had just focused on my hustle and kept doing what I normally do in network and was working towards making money, had I done that, I would be at least $3, maybe $5 million richer today. That's what womanizing cost me. That's what it cost me. Just keep it 100. Easily cost me, 3 to 5 million. And I tell these guys, like, man, think about it. Because young dudes be talking about this girl, that girl, man, look at her, man. You got to smash, man. I could do this, that, and that. I'm like, is it worth 5 million? Huh? Chasing women like her through your prime. Is it worth $5 million to you? And they just kind of think about it. No, man, that'd be foolish. But then leave her alone, bro, and go get that 5 million. Go get that money. You sitting over here chasing these chicks, man, go get that money. Now, if you want to just smash, trust me, I had some great times and some amazing stories and some wonderful experiences. Was it worth 5 million? No, maybe 1 million. Maybe, because some of those stories were great. Maybe 1 million, but certainly not worth 5. And the point is this: I wasted the prime of my life. Now here I am. I should have my feet kicked up, and I can, but I want it. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to get it all, man. I wanted to get big money. So I'm still working. Had I went out and earned that 5 million back in the early 2000s, the mid 2000s, had I made that money and I'm just sitting on it now, what would I be doing with it? Right? All kind of property and all kind of that 5 million will make you at least 15, 20 million if you do it right over a 20-year time span. Now you really sitting back as your money working for you, got your feet kicked up. That's what I could be doing now. And as an older man with resources, guess what? All those same women that I was chasing in my youth, I still can get those young, beautiful women today. In fact, it'll be easier today because they are loose. These young girls, man, they bout it. I mean, I keep trying to tell you guys, man, getting sex, getting Foxy Brown has never been easier than it is today. Now, I think that's going to change as well. You know what I mean? It's going to change as well. I am the single one. No one has ever investigated the not divorced, but still married. Yeah, miserable rate. Some people look into it, but there's nothing's been done officially. There are a lot of people who are married and they just hate their life. And they're basically just roommates at best, You know what I mean? It's like War of the Roses at worst. There was a movie back in the 90s or the 80s, War of the Roses. I don't know if you guys ever saw it, but check it out. It is hilarious. Hilarious. You know what I mean? The easy conversation is deeper level game, DL facts. Yeah, Primal Studies in the house. What's good, fam? How you feeling? My favorite medics in the house. Good to see you, bro. I know I've been gone a while, man. Go back and check the beginning. You guys watch the team replays where at the very beginning I told everyone what happened, what I was doing for the past few weeks or so. I basically got sick, and I explained exactly what happened, bro. Let my blood pressure get out of control, man. It almost killed me. It was almost like 3 to 5 million. She was like, I'm clapping. Hey, she goes, I'm clipping this. Listen, as a young, aggressive man, and when I got to LA in 1998, I could have easily made 3 to 5 million. I'm not joking. Think about it. I got to LA in 1998. I could have bought one house in Studio City in 1998. Go back and look at the numbers. Go back and look at the numbers. I could have got a house in Studio City, a full-blown house in Studio City in 1998. It would have been less than 500,000. Probably would have been right around 350, 375. Yeah, we had the run up and then we had the crash. But now that same house right now today is right around 1.2, 1.3 million. And that's down. That's down. Right? That's just one house. I could have bought multifamilies in North Hollywood. And back then, North Hollywood was a bad neighborhood. Now it's not a bad neighborhood. It's been gentrified. I could have bought multifamilies in North Hollywood for less than 300,000, like right around 275, 315. Multifamilies. I could have had a fourplex in North Hollywood. I would have been in at, let's say, $300,000. The average rent in North Hollywood has to be, for a 2-bedroom, has to be close to, right now today, probably between $2,800 and $3,500, depending on what street it's on and the condition of the unit. 2 properties. Think about that. Yeah, I left about $5 million on the table because I chose to chase women and be out here in the streets and whatever. I didn't know any better. It was dumb. So when I talk to these young guys, I'm like, yo, y'all better think about what y'all doing. You know what I mean? Thanks, sis. Yes, please hit the like button. Please support the show. Thanks, Sister Candace. Brother Primal Studies, she's like, oh no, it's the Super Trooper stat. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Actually, this is not even regulation. It's too long. It would have to, when I was in, it would have to be shorter. It straight up looked like a, you know what I mean, a HH mustache, because it just be like that short. I had a shaving profile though when I was in. You know what I mean? D-Max in the house. What's good, fam? Good to see you. Amen. Yeah, brother Doug's in the house as well. Brother Doug, what's up, man? Good to see you, bro. Thanks for checking in on the brother, man. Appreciate you. I truly do, man. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Each and every one of y'all. I mean, listen. We live in a world where people just, I mean, there's a lack of leadership at every level and in all communities, right? But the thing about true wisdom, it can't be denied. It's like math. Mathematics can't be denied. Science can't be denied. I don't care how flat you think the earth is. Don't get me started. I make my blood pressure go. I probably struck out right here. If I was to talk to a flat earther today, I probably struck out on camera. Just joking. I know y'all like, don't joke like that. Whatever. I got a dark sense of humor. But science can't be denied. Math can't be denied, right? So we're going to watch a video from a young brother that I discovered through Manly King. It's Stay Slick with Kits. This is a brother from London. He's an actor. Just looking at, I think he films at his place. Just kind of like looking from what you can see in the background, the scenery, like he's doing well for himself. He's like a very successful actor over there. And, you know, I don't know if you guys know or not, but London, we could ask brother Dinosaur, London ain't cheap, right? It ain't cheap. So he's new to the space. I think he has around 4,000. Yeah, 4,370 subscribers or so. So he brings women on individually, just him and, you know, just an interview. He'll bring one woman at a time and just interview them and they'll just have a talk. And I'm like really starting to get into his content. You know, I'm gonna reach out to the brother, see if I can't get him on here. Maybe find out if he comes to America, or maybe I'll have to go to London. But I would love to sit down and have a conversation with this dude. But he's talking to a lot of these young women, and again, they're over in London, and you're gonna hear a lot. You know, I hear a lot of red pill talking points coming from these women, and he's not pushing it, And I can tell these women are not consuming RP content, but it's the truth. It's true wisdom. It's science. It's math. You can't avoid it. All these people out here talking about all these different genders and all these people out here who don't want to believe in working hard and they don't want to believe in all the other stuff, all this craziness out here, right? That's not sustainable. It's not. It goes against math. It goes against nature, right? It is what it is. Now, I'm not talking about the whole trans thing. I mean, you could, as an individual, do what you want to do, but you can't impose your will on the masses. There's no more than I can impose my will on the masses, right? 1 and 1 is 2. You can't come in here and say 1 and 1 is 15. No, 1, I got one thing, and I add another thing, I got 2 things. And we are in a world now where people just don't want to accept the true knowledge, the wisdom, the math, the science. So it's fascinating to watch because I'm seeing it in the streets every day, talking to women every day, all races, all bubbles, all communities, Latina women, right? Black women, white women, Asian women. These conversations are coming. They're saying the same things. They are beginning to accept that, yeah, you know what? Again, these are people who are not RP aware. These are people just like, they figured it out. Man, you know, I've been chasing these guys, and these guys will date me, and they'll date my friends, and then they'll date my sister, and then they'll date my this, and they'll date my that. It's like we're all going after the same guys. They've come to the conclusion on their own. If they sit back and look at it, and it's like, you know, we say all these guys aren't any good, but we're all messing with the same type guys. So what's wrong with us? Why we keep going after these guys? It's starting to come. And then they discover RP content. And it's like, whoa, like, whoa. And they'll vouch for it. Of course, the young girls get mad, but the older women are like, nope, nope, nope. There's something there. You know, but, you know, working with hypergamy, you know what I mean? It's tough. You know what I mean? Men and women are not the same. And a lot of women are telling me that too. They're like, yeah, men and women are different. Like, we're different. And they're coming to these conclusions on their own, which I think is great. Brother Pitney's in the house. What's good, fam? Good to see you, brother. Pitney Jules in the house. 1 + 1 = 7. Do what I want. Exactly. And that only works in the short term. That's the thing with science. That's the thing with math. That only works in the short term. Eventually, you come to your senses. And there are a lot of women out there. And again, this is just anecdotal. This is just Uncle Saint going out there. But there are a lot of women who are coming to their senses. When I go to Miami, y'all know I love Miami. There's so many reasons why I love Miami, Dade and Broward County, but mostly Dade. So many reasons I love the area down there, right? Especially from a womanizing perspective. If you go down there, you're gonna come up on some dimes. And it's not gonna be as hard as coming up on that same dime in LA or New York or DC or Atlanta or whatever. Maybe not so much DC and Atlanta because there's a man shortage there, especially in the Black community. But Miami is just that mixture of that Latin culture, and the transplant culture, and then just, you know, they're just the bottom. They down there in the South, man, it's just cool. So you got a little bit of that Southern hospitality, man. I'm telling you, man. And if you got any game whatsoever, you're not gonna have any problems getting yourself an attractive woman. So I'm down in Miami and talking to just beautiful young women who are just, they're like, I can't get a serious relationship. I can't get, what is going on? They went through the whole blaming men ain't nothing. They went through all that. Now they're like, tell me what's going on. And then I tell them, it's like, I know you've heard of Fresh and Fit. We're in Miami. Yeah. Like, I know you don't like what they're saying, but listen to what they're saying. Listen to it. If you don't want to listen to Fresh and Fit, go listen to whatever podcast. Listen to that Brian guy. I think he's soft as a pile of cotton, but his knowledge, his science is sound, right? You want a little wiser voice? Listen to Rich Cooper. And I'm starting to see that women are listening. Women are listening. I think Myron was saying that their female following has increased in the analytics. I want to say, I think he said 3%. That might sound like a small number, but y'all know how hardcore Fresh Fit is, and they have an increase. 3% more women are watching now, and they're not hating. It's the dudes. It's the purple haired dudes are out there hating. That's not a shot at Destiny. Destiny's my guy. Destiny's my dude. I'm talking about the stupid guys out there. Destiny is my guy. Like next time I'm in Miami, that's one of the people I'm definitely gonna look up. You know, go holler at Destiny. You know what I mean? But the rest of these dudes who are out here white knighting for these women who can't even see them. And where I'm like, yo, these women are doing it. Watch Rich Cooper. Watch Rich Cooper clips. I think I'll do another one of these probably tomorrow where Rich Cooper, the women that come on there and Rich is talking to these women. And he's just like breaking it down. All wise math, when it comes to relationship math, it's right. It's spot on. It's spot on. You know what I mean, Brother Pitney? Another but Latinas, 9s and 10s down here. I'm never leaving, bro. I ain't mad at you, bro. I'm not mad at you. If I wanted to be in a relationship, if my mission was to get married, all I got to do is go down to Miami, spend 3 months. I'll be engaged. I'll have the woman that I'm ready to get engaged to. I would just have to complete the vetting process. It would not take me long at all to find someone like, okay, here she is. And normally I tell people, young guys especially, man, normally it takes 2 years to vet, but it varies per person. But down in Miami, about a year. Is she gonna be out there and wild out, whatever? If she gonna, be in the streets, you'll know within the first year of dating her. So everywhere else, I'm like, yeah, you don't need 2 years, bro. You don't need to throw that extra year on there just to be sure. But down in Miami, because she's gonna be cooking for you, she's gonna be cleaning for you, she's gonna bring you around her family. You're gonna be doing family events, even if y'all don't have any children. Like, once y'all get married and have children, it's just that dynamic is incredible. They do everything together. They go watch American football. They go watch soccer. They go watch, every baseball. Go to a baseball game down there. Go to a little league baseball game in Miami. Just see the amount of beautiful people there, men and women. The guys are down there taking care of themselves too. And their women are beautiful. Out there supporting their kids playing baseball or whatever sport it is. I'm telling you, Brother Pitney, he ain't lying. He ain't lying, Dr. B. Yeah, it's slow, but those female numbers are starting to go up a little. Yeah, they're coming over there. They're watching Rich Cooper. They're coming on. They're jumping on the streams with Rich Cooper, asking him questions. I'm telling y'all, you cannot you can't disregard the math, the science behind relationships, especially in America. We are witnessing a shift. It's starting to turn because women understand it doesn't. This 304 life that's going out here acting like a P-star or whatever, it's starting to shift. The city girls life, when you look at the people who promote that stuff, the city girls and Cardi B and all the rest of them, they all cook and clean and they have a husband, all of them. But they're telling women to be single, go out here and smash all these dudes and this and that. It's not working. It's not working. And women are not stupid. To the contrary, women are very, very intelligent and they figuring it out quick. Oh, how you gonna be married, cooking and cleaning and dressing appropriately, right? And staying in the house and telling me to go out here, you know what I mean? And just give up the Foxy Brown and be smashing dudes and this and that, getting on the boat party, letting people take dumps on me. You telling me to do that, but you ain't doing it. Women figure it out. Women figure it out quick. Now, the young women, they want the experiences and they want to do whatever to get these experiences. And what I tell the young women is don't film it. Don't film it. Hey, I know it is what it is. If you got to smash a dude or, give a dude some head so you can get on the yacht and that's what you really want to do, get on that yacht. All right, man, it's your business. Do what you do, but don't film it. Plausible deniability, people. Tell these young kids. Plausible deniability only works when there's no proof. Y'all heard me say that a million times on this platform. I'll say it a million more. Plausible deniability only works when there's no proof. That's it. You could be like Biden's son and be like, oh, I didn't know what I was doing because I was high on crack. Nah, that's not plausible deniability. Biden is sitting there trying to use plausible deniability. And he's, and I'm going to talk about this on Downrange Podcast next time I'm on Downrange Podcast. But just real quick, Biden's son is definitely guilty. Obviously, you know what I mean? He copped to a plea and he's going to have to do whatever he's going to have to do. Why did he do it now? Because the investigation is getting too close to the White House, getting too close to Biden. Is Biden guilty? Yeah, he's guilty as sin. Hell yeah, he's guilty. Just like Trump. Hell yeah, he's guilty. Right? But they're going to do what they got to do to work the system. You know what I mean? I'm going to leave it there. I'm like, Brother Doug, save it, what you got, save it for Downrange. I promise you, I'm going to do a Downrange either tonight or tomorrow. We'll do a Downrange. I'm going to talk about Hunter Biden, Joe Biden, and I'm going to talk about Donald Trump. I just want to throw that out there. And real quick, while I'm talking about it, before I forget, I'm going to split Downrange Podcast from I Really Want to Know podcast and make it a separate entity. It's almost all done. So when the split happens, I'm going to be asking y'all to please go over and subscribe so we can get those numbers up and everything. But what I'm noticing, there are a lot of people who like this content, this like the I Really Want to Know content, and then there are people who like the political stuff, the downrange stuff. Some like both, but there's some people like, man, I just wish you only did the political stuff because I don't like that other stuff. And I got to listen. So I'm like, all right. And it's actually my cousin's like, man, you should go ahead and just split them off, bro. So I'm going to split them off. We're going to have 2 separate podcasts. So Downrange will be Downrange on his own YouTube channel. And then I Really Want to Know it stay here, and we'll just split them off. It's still going to be the same background. I'm going to change the banners and stuff and all that, but it's going to be me sitting here in the attic talking crazy. Right. But that's what we're going to do. And when it happens, I'll let you guys know. And I'm like, hey, do me a favor, jump over. I'll be putting links in. Jump over and subscribe. And then, so because I know that most people in here now like both. We like the political stuff and we like what's going on with the I Really Want to Know stuff. But there are a lot of people out there who just want one or the other. So it's time to split them up. But let's get back to it. Brother Dino, like Miami women, if you watch Fresh and Fit on Fridays, you would have shot your TV. Yeah, man. Listen, bro, those women that you see, especially on the after hours joints, I don't watch the after hours. I'll watch clips, but I don't watch the after hours. I just can't. Like I can't. When we were at the Valuetainment live event, Fresh and Fit Valuetainment, it was basically an after hours live. I wasn't in the room. I was there. I bought the VIP package. I was there to network. I was outside. You know who else was outside? Mike Rashid. Mike Rashid was there. He was outside. Like, oh, what's good, bro? You know what I mean? I was talking to the Valuetainment folks coming in and out. I was talking to security. I was doing what I do. And I was simply waiting for the VIP after event. That's all I was waiting on. So as soon as the show was over, boom, we did the VIP and that was great. But I can't handle that. Right? I can't handle that. I just can't. But there are a lot of people. I mean, it's entertainment. Obviously, Myron and Fresh have made a ton of money and are very successful on that platform. Myron does it because it's a job. If Myron, he says it all the time on the after hours. If I wasn't getting paid for this, I wouldn't be here. He's like, there's sometimes he absolutely hates doing that. But he's not doing it for himself. He's providing a product, and there are eager men out there subscribing and consuming said product. And the women that they clown, they be talking crazy about these women. These women are making tons of money off these dudes. That's again, when I look at the bottom 80 and these guys, and people get mad at me, but I'm always counting on basement dwellers, the bottom 80. The vast majority of those dudes are always going to be there, bro, because they're not trying. They're not trying. How you gonna talk shit to some woman on a podcast, and at the same time you sending her $1,000, $1,500? You join her OnlyFans. You call her a 304. You call her out. You say she ain't nothing. You say she gonna wind up, a home alone with dogs or whatever you're saying, right? And the whole time you got your phone out and you subscribe to her OnlyFans so you can see her put a banana on her thing, or whatever it is they're doing over there. Right? These very same dudes would marry these women. So when I sit there and I look at them, right, it's like, man, you stupid. It's just like some of these, these silly guys in the Man on Swamp, right? MLD. Yeah, that John Modern Life dating guy. There's zero respect for that guy. Zero. He's got a lot of dudes, a lot of supporters, a lot of guys who believe in him, that that they're out there and they're doing their best to defend him. One of my nights. That's one of my nights. We had this conversation when I was talking to him, and it was funny because all I kept saying, we was like, did you see this? Did you hear this? All right, watch this. And the whole time just kept looking at it. That's your man's in them. Right? That's your man's in them. And I'm like, man, forget all the rest of this stuff, man. Did you hear what this dude said to him? Dude was like, come see me right now. I'll fly you back, bro. Did you see that? Nah. So I'm like, There's dudes like that out there, but he's getting money, he's getting back. So all right, go ahead, get your money. That's somebody I'm not gonna talk to. I ain't rocking with that guy. He's just like these women now. You know, these women, I ain't mad at these girls who go on a Fresh and Fit and get all this money because these dudes in the chat, you know what I mean, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 strong in the chat, just be sending them money. I ain't mad at them. Get that bread, shout it. And back in my day, I'd have had me a team of chicks like that. Y'all gotta get on Fresh and Fit. Yeah, I'm gonna get y'all on Fresh and Fit. And I'm gonna need, you know, I'm gonna need a 10% finder's for all the money you make off these foods, right? And I ain't talking about mine and Fresh being foods, no, the foods in the chat. So yeah, man, this whole thing, man. I'm like, man, these people tripping, bro. I can't watch it. I cannot watch it, man. I'm gonna get to the video here in a second, y'all. But y'all know I'm just getting warmed up. I've been down for 2 weeks. I gotta get it out of the system. But I can't watch those after hours, bro. You know what I mean? I Am the Single One. She's like, red pill is a huge contributor to my single bliss. Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, here's the thing. I'm single as well. I am a single one. I am adamantly opposed at this point in my life right now to even engaging in a relationship. Me and Dusto went back and forth on this. Me and Scam likely went back and forth on this. And the reason is because it takes a tremendous amount of effort to pursue a person in that type of relationship, man or woman. For me, it would take a tremendous amount of effort to have a relationship. And if my focus is that relationship, if I'm trying to make that relationship work, that means all the other stuff has to fall to the wayside. That means the YouTube channel fall to the wayside. That means my networking falls to the wayside. That means anything I might be considered doing out there, be it something in comedy, falls to the wayside. If it's real estate, falls to the wayside, because your whole focus will be into securing this relationship. Why would I do that? I just said I left about $5 million on the table chasing women back in the day. So why would I turn around and chase a woman now? It just doesn't make any sense to me. So it doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. However, I will concede that the right woman by your side will make you the greatest man you can ever possibly be. She will 1000x whatever it is you're doing. The right woman. But the wrong woman will utterly destroy you. And the same is true for women. Women, if you choose the correct man, it's to the moon. You choose the wrong dude, it's over. It's over for you. He'll destroy you. The wrong dude will destroy you. So my effort now as a 50-something-year-old man is not that. It's not. You know, I can have, okay, I just feel like doing something. I got that itch. I can easily scratch that itch right here in Tampa. You know what I mean? I could go out and do a set. People looking at me when I go out. Speaking of sets, I'm performing in St. Pete, July 7th and 8th. I know you guys aren't down here. I'm performing at, it used to be Coconuts, it's the comedy venue formerly known as Coconuts. I think it's called Sunset Comedy now, St. Pete Beach. I'll be performing, featuring there on the 7th and 8th of this month. I told you I was out there hunting. I was out there working, y'all. Like, this is how it works. I'm sorry. I got a lot of stuff on the phone. I haven't been uploading it. I haven't quite figured out the story I want to tell. I'm thinking I might turn this into a mini documentary, y'all. That's what I'm thinking. I might turn this into a mini documentary. But yeah. Every time I go out, I still film it. This is where I am. This is what I'm doing. I kind of do these vlogs or whatever. It's in my phone. I got the footage. I just haven't uploaded it. I've uploaded some of it, bits and pieces. But yeah, I think, I think I might do like a mini documentary so you guys can see going from open mic to featuring, how long it took. And then, while I'm in Miami, I'll be looking into doing some sets down there as well. So I just want to throw that out there. So Uncle Saint's still out there doing what he said he was going to do. But I would not be able to focus on comedy if I were in a serious relationship, trying to make that work. You cannot do both at the same time. Well, you could do one or the other, but you can't do both well. So that's why I'm like, you know what? I ain't on this relationship stuff right now. This is what I'm doing. If somebody just wants to have a good time, you want to do some, it's grown-up business, want to come over here and handle some grown-up business and bounce up and down on each other, great, we could do that. But it's not going to be a relationship. This is just sex. I like you. We have great conversations, but I'm not going to be texting you all the time. I'm not going to be fielding your phone calls all the time. You hit me when you want to see me, right? It's going to be like that. If you sending me text messages, what do you think about this? You're going to see a whole bunch of this. It's not going to be me answering nothing. This is all you're going to see. You're going to see a whole bunch of this or laughy face emoji. I'm going to be answering you in hieroglyphics. And it's not that I don't care. It's just I don't have the bandwidth. I need to be focused here. But if you get a woman who understands that and she accepts that, and now she's on your team to help you focus and get this stuff done, like I said, she will 1000x your endeavors. A good woman is irreplaceable. And is in my opinion, is the key to success for the vast majority of men. That's my opinion now. I don't have no papers to back that up. It's just my opinion. So I just want people to know I am not anti-relationship. It's just I understand that you have to make a decision as a grown-up. You know, Brother Penny, any woman that learns the ins and outs of the RP and applies it could get married in under a year. Facts. Facts, bro. Facts. Facts. And that's for Brother Mandrell, who slid in the house. My favorite Green Beret. What's good, fam? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Brother Doug, like, I got nothing. You got something later, though, because Hunter Biden and Joe Biden and all these politicians, man, I've been telling y'all, bro, if you know their name, if you know their name and you don't live in their district or state, man, they bought and paid for and they doing something, bro. They doing something. You know what I mean? Mansplaining, what's good, fam? How you feeling? That's for you. It's like facts. Brother Pitney, you know me, Donovan Sharp does great breakdowns if you can only handle after hours in doses. Yeah, you know, Donovan goes in hard. Let me ask you this, Brother Pitney. Is he starting to soften a little bit, you know, with, you know, because he's getting married. Is he starting to soften a little bit in his tone of his message? I'm curious because I don't watch Donovan. I met Donovan's a cool cat. We kicked it in Miami. That's why I'm going down to CME. I look forward to seeing the brother again, but I haven't been watching his content that much, but maybe I will. You know what I mean? Brother Dino, I saw 40,000 on Twitch watching a fine, but as she laid by her home pool, sad. Yeah. I mean, you got these women who they just, you know, call it a thirst trap, call it what you want to call it. She wants to sit by her pool, turn on Twitch and play a video game or just talk and turn the camera on. You're going to get 40,000 dudes in the chat. You know what I mean? Sending her super chat, sending her money, cash apps, going to her OnlyFans. I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad at her at all. I'll be mad at her if she didn't take the money. And you're right, it is sad, bro. But it just shows you what this whole simpleton epidemic is real. It's real. You know, and I don't see that getting any better. Brother D-Mac, some women are attractive, but the minute they open their mouth, zero intelligence comes out. Hey, man, it depends on who you talking to. I done met some very intelligent women, you know what I mean? And I've met some very intelligent dudes out there, but I've met some dummies, man. That dude, that Zorba that everyone loves in the manosphere, bro. bro. That dude, and we were at dinner. And shout out to Myron, because Myron paid for dinner. You know, shout out to you, brother. Myron paid for dinner. We were at dinner. It was a bunch of us. Adam Sosnick was there. Zena was there. Icy was there. Angie was there. Like it was a bunch of us there, right? Some of let me see. Big Mo was there. Chris was there. Some of Fresh wasn't there. Now I think about it. I saw Fresh early that night too, and he wasn't there. Oh well. And you know, Adam had some of his people there, right? We're eating at Moxie's in Fort Lauderdale. Zorba was there. Y'all know I said I don't talk to people who believe in flat earth, right? If you're a flat earther. So I was pretty much quiet the whole night. Just put it that way. Listening to what they had to say, it burned my ears. It burned my ears. I was shocked. You know, Adam was engaged in the conversation. Myron wasn't even saying nothing. It was Zorba, Adam, and those people. And I think Adam was doing it just for shits and giggles. He got a kick out of it. He couldn't believe what he was hearing either. You're like, man, human beings today believe this, bro. So these young guys out here be talking about Zorba. Zorba's the man, and next Andrew Tate. All right, all right, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. If that's what you're looking for, man. Go ahead, bro. That shit is crazy. Brother Pitney, nope. He's still keeping his foot on these 304 necks. All right, cool. I wasn't sure. Yeah, I know that we talking about Donovan Sharp. I know Donovan Sharp keeps it hardcore. But I tell you what, man, I was pleasantly surprised when I met the brother. It was at the 1 million party. Real cool cat. Real cool cat. So I, shout out to Donovan Sharp, man. I gotta give him his props, man. Real cool cat. Talking to me and him, we're talking for, chopping it up for a minute off and on. Jay Waller was there as well. You know what I mean? That is my guy. We have mutual acquaintances. That is my dude. Like, so I haven't talked to him in a minute. I think he's in Romania right now. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the dude I mean, Brother Pitney. Yeah, Zerka. That's yeah, I don't even know his name. Like, listen, bro. No. Like, I'm glad he getting his money, man. But I'm gonna tell y'all this. What y'all see on camera is not an act. All right. Let you know. Whether the camera's on or camera's off, that's dude. That's dude. You know what I mean? Brother Dino, Brother DL, Zerka comes to life on podcast. It's stupid humor you got to watch. No, he does not come to life. That is him. Camera on, camera off. That is dude. There were no cameras. We were eating. There was no cameras nowhere in sight. Right? There were no fans nowhere in sight. It's all grown-ups, all professionals. Everybody, come on now. This was real. Like, dude has no off button. Right? Myron. When you see Myron on camera, Andrew Tate on camera, these are people who step it up when the camera comes on, you know what I mean, to varying degrees because of what we do. Right? When you see me on camera, here, this is what you get when I'm out and about talking crazy. I'll step it up, I'll amp it up a little bit. This is what we do. It's fun. That guy, nah, bro. That's him. That's it. The stuff that they were saying, I ain't gonna lie, man, it hurt my ears, bro. And I was at the end, I'm at the end of the table, like, thank God I'm sitting down here. And it was Angie, and Angie has a friend who's also Venezuelan that was in town, and I was talking to her. Beautiful young woman, really cool woman. And Colombian women are beautiful, but Venezuelan women are just out, man, like a step up. And that's not me just talking crazy, because they keep winning like the Miss World, the Miss Universe, and all that. They have more titles for those type of pageants and stuff like that out of Venezuela than anywhere else in the world. Women are fine as hell. So I was sitting down listening, and I was just talking to a little shorty. Me and her we were just talking because she was doing the same thing. She was listening to what they were saying, and I think she shut off her English because she speaks. I think she stopped listening in English. Like, I don't want to hear this either. It was crazy. Myron was just sitting there laughing. So no, bro, that's him, bro. What you see on camera, that's him. Just in case you ever meet him in real life, I want you to be prepared for it. That's him. You know, this is kind of sound like Myron dropped the bag on dinner. Yeah. He absolutely did. I mean, a lot of people don't know that, like, about Myron. Fresh too. Those guys they're generous and they take care of their people, bro, and loyal. Myron is loyal. He's loyal. You know, he's just absolutely loyal, bro. If something were to happen and I needed something, like, hey man, I got this problem, whatever, I can hit him up. He got me. He's loyal. If someone were to come up and talk crazy about me, he'll be like, nah, that's not, no. He'll back you up. What I'm saying about Zerka is they're facts, right? I'm not talking shit. I'm just telling you, I'm letting you know, you know what I mean? Not talking crazy about the dude. Sat at the table, was all respectful, you know what I mean? But I was sitting there shaking my head. I don't engage in those kind of conversations, right? But Myron that's his guy. He's gonna back him as well. Like, Myron is loyal to a fault. So yeah, and you can't stop him. Like, I could have tried to pay for dinner and he will fight me, physically fight me. He won't let me pay, knock my card out my hand. No, I'm paying for this. Myron hates it when people does, but you got to talk to him like, bro, you do this for everybody, man. You got to let me do this for you, man. And he's like, okay. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things, man. I end up taking I took Chris and his friend home at the end of that. We're all in Fort Lauderdale. I took them down to Miami, and Myron was just like, no, man, I don't want you to go out your way. I'm like, man, are you high, bro? I take them anywhere they want to go. I take you anywhere you want to go. I don't care. I'm in a rental car too. So I don't care. Unlimited miles, bro. Y'all want to go to Atlanta? So he didn't want me to do that. He wanted to pay for that. Like, nah, bro, I got it, bro. I got it. So I got nothing but respect for Myron. That's my guy. You know what I mean? Shout out to Myron Gang. Let me give him a Don DeMarco on that one. You know what I mean? Because that is my dude in real life. Brother Dino, like Dio, he goes to Tay Coke doing the podcast. I could believe that, bro. I could believe it. I don't, like I say, man. Yeah, that guy's like, I was sitting there. I mean, you ever hear a conversation where it just goes off the rails? It's like, what? Did they really say that? And then the next step in is like, do they really believe that? Like, God almighty. Oh man, we're an hour in, guys. I was only gonna go an hour, but we're gonna keep going because we haven't even got to the video yet. I'm just happy to be here and breaking bread with my people right now, man. And D-Mac was like, I was referring to the women on Fresh and Fit show. Yeah, man, the women. Yes. Okay, I see what you mean. Not all women. I get you. I'm with you now. Yes, sir. You're right about that. Every now and then you might get a panel, which is few and far between these days. In the early years, you know, when Myron and Fresh first started, you had some good panels and some good conversations. But now it's train wreck. You know what I mean? Every after hours. And people say, well, they just handpick these bimbos. No, they don't. These women come to them. These women want to be on the platform. They got people who source. Myron and Fresh don't know who's going to be there. They just, oh, the girls are here? Okay. And they just start. You have no idea. So I can't watch it, but you're right, bro. D-Mac, you're right, bro. It'd be some of these women, you just shake your head like, poor baby. You feel bad for them. Bless their heart. You know what I mean? They say something stupid. Oh, bless their hearts. But they're so used to just people agreeing with them. They cannot defend their positions. They do not have the ability to critically think. And it's right there. I'm not saying that's true about all women. I'm talking about the women that be on there. Most of them. They can't do it. They can't do it. They couldn't do it at the Valuetainment thing. Myron and Fresh had nothing to do with the women who were on stage at the Valuetainment live event. The women who were on the sofa, that was all sourced through Fresh and Fit people. But the women who were on stage, that was all Valuetainment. They had nothing to do with that. So they were out there talking to these, you know, like Destiny's wife and all the rest of them. And go back and watch it. I have to watch that in small doses. Right? But those women had nothing, bro. Wow. Fresh and Fit was so bad on Friday that Myron told Chris to shut up. Ooh. Yeah, you know, them boys have been going hard for over 2 years. You know what? I'm going to hit them up, man. They might need to go ahead and reward themselves with a nice little vacation. But, you know, Myron goes so hard. You know, it's hard for them to take any downtime. Fresh, too. Fresh took a vacation some months back. He went home. He actually took a vacation, but Myron has not. Every time they go somewhere, they're working. Even if they're in Romania or Dubai or wherever, they go to Colombia, wherever they go, they're working. But I'm gonna suggest, like, man, maybe some downtime, bro. Everybody earns some R&R. Man, he told Chris to shut up, bro. That must have been real bad, bro. That must have been real bad. And Brother Dino said that Myron and Fresh Fit are going to Colombia this month. That's cool. That's cool. I doubt if I'll make it to Colombia. Maybe it depends on when they go. If they go towards the end of this month, maybe like the fourth week of July, or maybe like the first week of August, I'll be down there. I'll try to get down there, but that's gonna be hard for me to make it to Colombia. I'll catch them when they get back. Next time they go, I'll definitely be there. And Brother Penny, it's hard to believe that they used to do the show every single day. Yeah, every single day, bro. Multiple shows a day, every single day. They were cranking, man. And still they're doing it 3 times a week, generally 2 shows. So that's still 6 shows a week. And all of the, getting everything right and taking care of, whatever. Yeah, they working hard, bro. Brother Candace Myron addressed that on Fair Reacts all as well. I mean, that's just like, yes. And I didn't mean anything by it. I don't think that, like I said, Myron is loyal to a fault. And Chris is definitely day one. Chris is day one. When it comes to Fresh and Fit, before there was Fresh and Fit, Chris was in the chat on both platforms, on Myron's platform and on Fresh's platforms. So go back and watch the very, very early stuff before Fresh and Fit was even Fresh and Fit. Chris was in the chat. And then Chris linked up, and like the table you see on the set, Chris made that happen. Like all this stuff. So, but it's family, man. You're gonna get mad at your family sometimes. People do something, you're gonna go hard. And it's like a game too. Like not a game in the sense that they're playing, but it's like a pro event. You know what I mean? So the show is game time. So when you in the game, you're gonna be yelling at people. If basketball, football, I played football. Trust me. You know what I mean? It was a lot of male energy going back and forth. We all alphas out there, man. It's a lot of get your shit right. Same thing in the Army. So I don't think that there's gonna be anything long lasting. Like, oh, they're gonna split ways. I don't see that. It's just you get frustrated. Like, come on, man, get your head in the game. What you doing? You see a lot of that on Fresh and Fit. What are you doing? Why is the camera over there? How come the camera isn't over here? I'm talking, not that person. What are you doing? Come on, get your head in the game. And that's just love, like telling people to shut up. Sometimes you need to tell folks to shut up. Sometimes you do. It hurts the quality of what you're doing. Shut up. Shut up. You try to do it with body language and signals and that. Don't say, hey man, shut up, bro. Just shut up. Right? You're gonna get that. But that's all love though. When the cameras go off, it's like it's all good. And it's like, and both parties are like, yeah, my bad, you're right. That was the wrong thing to say. My timing was off. Other person's like, yeah, it's cool, man. My bad. I don't mean nothing bad, nothing but love here. And you move on. And you move on. So, but let's get into the video. Man, we run this video real quick and then we'll move on. Is it the dark truth about marriage? Again, this is Stay Slick with Kits. This is a brother. He's an actor out of London. I found him through Melanie King. This is the brother right here. This is a shorter one. It's like 8 minutes. It's like the dark truth about marriage is just a business most people don't know. Now, the woman he's talking to, I don't know her name, but she is absolutely gorgeous. I watched the whole full-length video of this, right? She is absolutely gorgeous. And we're going to do a couple more breakdowns. A, because she was very base, I guess, a kid. Like, she made a lot of sense. Her science was on point. And B, I like looking at her. She's beautiful. Right? So we're going to do some more breakdowns with her. But in the full-length video, she was talking about arranged marriages. She was talking about mate selection. She was talking about like height and money and all this kind of stuff. And like I said, man, her science was on point. So yeah, let's check this out. My bad. Let me do this. So yeah, again, little shorty is fine as hell. I don't know her name, but y'all about to watch this. Here we go.
Talk about the truth about marriage.
Okay.
What do you think? What do you think marriage is today, and what do you think it's supposed to be about?
Marriage, the actual word, people look back, it's actually merger. So it's when two businesses come together and they merge. And you will only find that out, the reality, if you go through divorce court. Because they treat you as if, they even say partners. That's why I kind of don't like using that term.
Oh, I see. It sounds very business.
It sounds very business, because that's what the lingo that lawyers will use sometimes. They'll say your partner. I'm just like, look, I think people are taken advantage of when it comes to marriage. Everything's lovey-dovey, and there's doves, and there's ice sculptures and napkins, and everybody's happy and stuff. And if it goes down the line of divorce, you're going to realize that it's not a loving environment whatsoever. Unfortunately, yes, it's the justice system, but it's very biased against men. Let's just be honest. It's, like I said, it's a loveless environment.
Now keep in mind, this woman is not RP. This woman is not, a Just Pearly Things or Melanie King. She's not RP, to my knowledge. I don't know if she's even heard of the manosphere. I don't know if she's aware of the content. She's just making an observation and letting you know what it is. Like, this is just a woman who sits down and thinks about it. Like, again, this is, they're from across the pond. I don't know. Maybe Brother Dino could tell me. I don't know what people are thinking across the pond relationship wise. I don't know where their mental is. I do here. I just don't have enough experience over there to really know. Maybe it's the exact same. I don't know, but I know that the conversations I had in England were way different than the conversations I were having here in America. But keep in mind, I was in ritzy places, and I was in the top tier areas, and I'm talking to very educated folks. I wasn't over there in the places when they were like, oh, top of the day, governor, and all that. I wasn't talking to them. I wasn't in the streets. I wasn't in the trenches. I wasn't in the hood. I wasn't dealing with hood people over there. When I travel, I stay away from that. You know what I mean? Because I know how drama pop off and I ain't trying to get stabbed. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's different or not. But what she is saying, what she is saying makes a lot of sense. And again, her math is on point. Brother Dino and Sister Candace, Chris only seems to insult the guest. He doesn't agree with me. Ruins the conversation. Ruins the little conversations you may get. Yeah, I feel you on that, bro. And that was it. That was it, Sister Candace. Yeah, I feel you on that, bro. And Brother Dino, we don't do our opinion London, but our relationship problems have not reached American levels yet. Okay, that's cool. So, but it's going that way. It sounds like. So yeah, but let's continue. But what she's saying about marriage, again, that's my hardcore RP stuff. Like, she's like, it's not really, again, it's not lovey-dovey, it's not the Disney fairy tale, it's a business. This is a merger. Right. So going back to what I was talking about at the beginning, at the top of this show, when I was talking to my new friend, you know, and she asked me that, like, she's like, well, would you get married? Again, at my age, no, it doesn't make sense. And if I were to get married, best trust and believe the woman that I marry is worth at least 5 times my net worth. At least, preferably 10 times my net worth. Right? Her net worth should be at a 0. And that's her net worth. At a 0 to my net worth, and that's her net worth. That's a woman that I would consider marrying. I would marry. Why? Because I would have nothing to lose. You want to get married, baby? Fine. I'll sign the papers. Right? Point blank, period. And if she came with prenups or whatever, we can negotiate. Because trust, I ain't gonna sign whatever she bring me. I'll take it to my lawyers and then we'll make some adjustments and we'll negotiate. Now, again, it's a merger. It's a merger. So it has to make sense. But and then again, my friend was saying, well, I mean, can you just give in to true love? I'm like, why? You're gonna get wrecked. Why? And then we went into the whole, marriages ending 50% divorce, and we talked about the other 50%, they're not happy and all the rest of it, right? And at the end of the conversation, of that part of the conversation, she sat back and she thought about it. She said, you know what? You're right. You're right. I tell young dudes all the time, I've said it on this platform. If you're broke, if you're a brokey, yeah, get married. What do you got to lose? You know what I mean? If you're broke, 0% of 0 is 0, bro. What are they gonna get out of you? But if you're a guy who's working and growing and building himself, you're not a brokey. You plan to have something within the next 5 or 10 years, then you really need to give it thought. You really need to give it thought. Who is she? Right now, you got to look at her. Okay, what is she doing? Again, if she's the one, if she's the one helping you, driving you, helping you grow, building you up, and she is the driving force behind y'all success, by all means, go ahead and marry her. You wouldn't have your success without her anyway. And then if it doesn't work, she's earned half. She's earned it. So yeah. But if you're out here doing your thing and you just get drunk one night and you smash some big booty Instagram girl or whatever, and you ain't never had somebody pop it back on you like that, you talking about getting married to her? Okay. Like, I wouldn't, because you got too much to lose. If you got nothing to lose, go ahead and get married. If you have something to lose, you need to think about it. It could be a prenup or whatever, but you need to think about it. You know what I mean? So let's continue.
Care about money and assets, things like that. Just material things. I'll be very honest with you.
Yeah.
And whoever has the best lawyer wins, or whoever has,
Yeah.
And it becomes a very disgusting environment.
Yeah.
It's a very horrible environment. And I think people need to learn the truth about marriage, because the truth about marriage is that it can lead to divorce. I think people, they think, oh, I love this person, they will never leave me. But yet they still go down divorce. This happens so many times. We only be a fool to not look into the truth about marriage. So marriage can lead to divorce.
Yeah.
And like I said, you would only realize it's a business merger once you go through a divorce.
So would you recommend that most people, if not all people before marriage, should have a prenuptial agreement?
So I just wanted to stop real quick. We're going to get back into the prenup. I want to hear her take on that. But here's the thing. People always ask me, yo, what's the prototype, right? If you had to get one woman, you can only have one woman, what would she look like? She would look like Shorty right here. She would look like Shorty. And I don't even know. I mean, she might be real petite or whatever. I don't care, but she would have that those facial features, which I don't know what blend that is. I don't know. There's a little bit of Malaysian in there. I don't know if maybe her people come from the Golden Triangle. Maybe, I don't know, some Vietnamese, Laotian, Cambodian. I don't know. But then also have a really nice figure, really nice shape. Maybe about 5'10". That would be it for me. Like her aunt or something like that, her mom or her auntie or something like that. Boy, they have a problem. They have a problem. Y'all see Uncle Saint really start. I'll be talking mad shit. I'll be over there and I'll be holla for real. I'll be talking so much shit out the tie on a bib, keep my clothes clean. That's how much shit I'll be talking. That's the prototype. But everyone likes what they like. If someone would ask me, like, here she is, that's the prototype. She would look like this. And people were like, oh, really? But, every man and every woman have in their mind what they're looking for. That's mine right there, y'all. Just so y'all know. We got What We Know podcast. Look like Brother JT's in the house. What's good, my guy? Where you been, buddy? Yo, you got to catch the beginning, but this is for you. I got sick, bro. Blood pressure problems. I talk about the very beginning, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm better now, bro. I had to sit down, doctor's orders, man. I had to sit down for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, man, bed rest, relaxing, taking my meds, eating right, drinking tons of water and all that. Now I got to get out, get back to my routine. I got to start working out, like walking and stuff, light workouts, and then get back to my workout routine. Like I said earlier, bro, I'm down like 20 pounds, bro, between 15 and 25 pounds, bro. I'm under 200. I'm under 200. That's not a good thing, y'all. That's not a good thing. But good to see you, brother. I know you went, hey, condolences to the family, bro. I know you went through some stuff. This was right before I went down. I meant to reach out to you, man. Forgive me for not reaching out to you, but you know what I'm saying? I hope all is well on your end. I hope you and the family are doing well. I know those type of times are always trying, bro. Always trying. So, but it's good to see you, my brother. Can't wait to talk to you. Can't wait to get you on, get on the panel with you, bro. Get back to what we do. And Brother Dino was like, she looks Indian or Pakistani. See, okay, cool. I didn't know because I haven't been around that a lot here in America. Some, but I mean, the community is here. Absolutely. The community's here, but I haven't really been around that community. Right here where I live, as a matter of fact, there's a large Indian community right here in the neighborhood that I live in Tampa. My daughter's best friend, her family is Indian. And actually every year they go back. So maybe next year, the year after, we're going to go with them. And, I can kind of, dive in there. India and Pakistani, huh? Now I'm going to have to start spending more time over there, bro. More time over there. Because little shorty is a dime. But let's get back to it.
I would actually say that you shouldn't even get a marriage contract.
You shouldn't even.
You shouldn't get a marriage contract.
I don't even disagree with you.
Yeah, no, it's insane. It's absolutely insane.
So does it be like, so people get marriage like traditionally but not legally? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Are you saying that they do or they don't?
Well, I'm asking you, is that what you're proposing?
Yes. Right. Yeah, because at the moment in the UK, and this is something that we need to preserve, is that traditional, like non-legal, just like, I don't know, like yourself and a young lady with a few witnesses and you're married.
Yeah.
And maybe you signed something contract, but it's not like a legal, in terms of the eyes of the state, they don't recognize it. And that way your affairs and everything, you're more safer to do it between you and not have a third party, like a judge, just completely like he doesn't even know you both, right?
Yeah.
So
what would you say to people who say, oh well,
yeah, I hear that. Like I said, she's not an RP person. Y'all have heard me say that before. Like the RP talks about this all the time. Fresh Fit talks about, everyone in the RP world, the Manosphere talks about this. You don't want to be married to the state. It doesn't make sense to get married to the state. Why drag the government into your business? It should be stated up front. This is how it works. Like she's saying, some sort of contract. Okay, you sign a contract to say, yeah, we're married, but what we do is what we do. How we split is how we split. Maybe that marriage arrangement, that contract comes with, all right, if it goes X amount of years, we're going to split 50-50. If it goes more than that, we're going to go whatever. So I guess it would be the opposite way. So you sign a contract. It's like, all right, if we get divorced within 5 years, it's going to be a 60-40. No, it'd be like a 70-30 split. 70% of the stuff that the person, now it should actually be 80-20. So if we get divorced within the first 5 years, you're only going to be able to take 20% of my net worth or whatever. You're only entitled to 20%, right? And then if you, as you get longer, that percentage goes up and up and up until you get to 50-50. That should be the most. You get 50, you get half. So if you do more than 20 years, it's 50-50 or something like that. 20 years and above is 50-50. But, you know, signing, you know, I would say something like that would make sense. And it's not protecting a man or a woman. It's just protecting the person who has more. Who came in with more, that's who walks away with more. Until you get to a certain point. When that other person who didn't make as much money puts in the time, and boom, they get to 20 years. All right, now it's 50-50. Now you've earned half of whatever. And most of that will be what was earned during the marriage anyway. So, but this woman is not RP. She's just keeping it 100. Like, why get married? It's not what you think. It's a business contract. And she's saying like someone's going to get wrecked. And she said, well, maybe it's the person with, you know, it's the person with the better lawyer, you know, is going to get over. And the person with the worst lawyer is going to get wrecked or whatever. But she's saying there is no fairness whatsoever. Right? It is a business dealing, period. It's a merger, period. Maybe, you know, maybe that is what will happen. You know what I mean? You know, Brother JT is like, yeah, that's a decent concept, bro. I think we're going to get there, man. I think that's going to happen. I think it's going to happen sooner than later. I think within the next 15, 20 years, we're going to see something like that. You know what I mean? Work up to the 50%. Yeah. That's the only thing that makes sense. Work up to the 50%. And Brother Dino, FYI, Friday's Fresh and Fair had a married lawyer couple from Miami. It's a must watch. Very, very enlightening. You will learn and save money. Yeah, that couple comes on all the time. They were on maybe a month ago. They were on before Fresh and Fair had to do a timeout. You know, they got a strike and YouTube put them in timeout for a week. Right before they went into timeout, they had the same couple on there. They've done, going back a couple years, that those attorneys, they talk about marriage law and stuff like that. They've been on a lot, man. It's a lot of good information in the early shows. A lot of good information. So you're right, bro. Sister Candace, I saw an article that the Florida governor signed a bill abolishing lifetime alimony. I'm gonna have to find that. If that's true, then I have to give DeSantis, I have to give him credit for that. But the rest of the stuff, the rest of his laws have been pretty bad. Right now, the concealed carry law, that new concealed carry law is in effect. So anybody in Florida can carry a gun. No training necessary. No nothing. No background checks. No nothing. Just carry your pistol or whatever it is you want to carry. You manage to put your rifle down your pant leg and walk around with that. So, yeah, there's a bunch of other stuff, but we're going to save that for Downrange Podcast. We're going to be talking about it, but I appreciate that, sis. Let's continue.
I don't intend to break up with this person, and getting a prenup is like so unromantic. And it just, what do you say to people who would say getting a prenup is just kind of having the intention to fail?
No, it's just being, it's like you're protecting yourself. Honestly, if my other half, and hand on my heart, that creates my witness, if he said, not that I'm going to ever get a marriage contract though, sure, but if he came up with a prenup, I completely understand. Adult to adult. I've worked hard for the things I have.
Sure.
He's worked hard for the things he's had.
Yes.
We don't know. I'm not a fortune teller. I don't know what's going to happen in the future.
Yeah.
I might have to leave, or he might have to leave. Anything. I think we think like, oh yeah, we're sorted. We know. No, you have to be like, it's better to be safe than sorry. Yeah, I think if you genuinely love the person, you will sign that prenup. Actually.
Well, some would say if you genuinely love the person, you wouldn't ask for one.
Well, they're a fool. Because the current climate we have is like, look, everybody's ripping their heads off. It's you know, true. like I said, two loving couples, like they might as well be in a boxing arena.
Yeah.
In the courtroom.
Yeah.
You know, some of them. So yeah. I mean, you're being naive. Like, I'm sorry if you're living some Disney fantasy world.
Yeah.
Because you're only harming yourself. Get the prenup, be an adult about it, get it done, and then you don't have to think about it anymore.
So I get what you're saying. So I'm going to give you a scenario that's going to challenge that.
Okay.
Tell me what you think. Man and women get together, fall in love, they get married, they have kids. Okay. Let's say he out-earns her quite significantly, and that luckily he earns enough that she doesn't have to work, right? Okay. They have kids and she's the primary carer, right? And he's the main breadwinner. Let's say they're together for 20 years. No, let's say 15 years, right? They then decide to get a divorce. her argument will be, well, I took time out of work to help raise our kids, and because I was a loving partner, that helped you succeed and earn the money you got while we were together.
Mhm.
Is she not entitled to some of his wealth?
As long as it's some.
Right, not all.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I
you,
hear
you give them an inch, they'll take it a mile.
Yes.
And the thing about the thing is, there's so many factors. It's like, well, how many children was it? Like, how much in your how many hours in your day did you have time to do something else? You know, didn't you have any interests and hobbies of yourself? You know, to kind of explore. And then easily people are like, oh, I did all the housework, I did. But really, if you do, you know, it's not like you're doing that 24/7. You had time to invest in yourself.
Yeah.
But again, it goes case by case. But if a woman genuinely looked after her husband at the time, genuinely looked after the house, you know, so he didn't have to worry about stuff, then for her to get, because the initial thing about that is so a woman could have some funds to, you know, be stable.
Yeah.
Because she relied on her husband.
Yes.
So in the practical sense, it makes sense.
Yes.
But now it's become obviously to completely destroy and obliterate him, from my experience of what I've seen.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So we have to tread very carefully. If a woman says, oh, I deserve this, because we have to look at how much actually. It's like, is it 60-40? Is it how? I don't know if I can actually say it's 50-50 sometimes.
It's
again, it goes case by case.
It is case by case. I did a show with a friend this couple of years ago. He won't mind me saying. Bless him, he was going through a divorce while doing the show. And obviously the house that they lived in, I think they were together for like 5 years, no kids. And he paid for 90% of the house. I think she only contributed like 10%, if that. But obviously when they divorced, she got half.
Yep.
It's just the way it is.
I know somebody who paid 100% for the house.
Really?
And she got half,
God.
Yo, this conversation was so on point. You know, like I said, it's not very difficult to sort out, to fix. Right? It's not very difficult at all. You got that scale. If you get divorced within X amount of time, you get this percentage, like you said, and work your way up to 50%. Now, are there exceptions? Of course, there are exceptions. But that would work. They're sitting here right now telling you, like, yo, dudes are getting wrecked. What did she say? Be an adult. If you refuse, if it's not signing a prenup, you're like, you're stupid. Man, if she had a podcast, you know, she'd probably have 1 million subscribers in 6 months, just based on her beauty alone. But what she's saying makes sense.
Another thing, don't ever put their name on the house, anything.
You heard it here first.
Anything, unless they've actually contributed.
And that goes for men and women, by the way. Like if you're a woman and you own a place,
absolutely,
and you move him in, don't put his name on, because then the second you put it on, it doesn't matter what he paid or didn't pay. He's entitled to half.
Exactly. And no one can say anything. It's like a brick wall.
Yeah.
You know, it's impenetrable.
Yeah.
So just yeah.
Yeah. I hear that.
And that is that. That was again, that was, I love that clip. Stay slick with Kits. That is who that is right there. Matter of fact, let me see if I can't get dude's drop dude's link in the. I'm gonna drop his link in the description. If I can figure out where to find it. Yep, here it is. So I'm gonna drop dude's link in here. Sister Candace, I saw that link you dropped in. Thank you very much. That is going to be the show that I'm going to do on whatchamacallit. Downrange Podcast. My bad. Lost my brain cells for a moment. But yeah, there's dude's link. Hey, go over there and check him out. You know, like and subscribe over there. Check out what he's doing. They're having these conversations, but he's not part of the red pill manosphere world. They're just having grown up conversations. I'm telling you, we're witnessing a subtle shift. We have gotten to this point over time. It's kind of crazy. Relationships are out of control. We are social creatures. We want to be in relationships. right? Like there's nothing wrong with being in a relationship. That's what we want. That's what we should have. And it's not working. And the MGTOW guys, and no shade to my sister. I am the single one. You know what I mean? But there are people who are basically going their own way. Men and women are going their own way. We're not built like that. We're social creatures. We need each other. So that science doesn't work. Or we're just going to go over here and not deal with anybody. Nah, that science doesn't work. So we're going to watch this shift. Y'all mark my words. We're going to watch this shift. That's slowly occurring. And people are going to adjust. Now, are there still going to be losers in this? Yeah, it's going to be losers. It's going to be losers. But I think there'll be more people winning over the next 20 years, within the next 20 years. I think there'll be more people winning than losing. I think the divorce rate kind of stays around 50%, I think. I think it's going to stay there. It's going to be a long time before that changes, if that ever changes. But I believe that if we go to some sort of marriage contract situation, that will definitely help, because now they're not married, right? They just have this contract. They're just together. Sister Miss AKA lady is in the house. What's good? What's good? What's good? Always a pleasure. So glad to see you. Thanks for checking on me. I'm better. Here I am in the flesh. Girl, I made it. I was at the gates. I was at the pearly gates, and they said no. I wasn't on the list, so I came back. Just kidding, y'all. Just kidding. I'm back. I'm here. I'm making it happen. So that right there is what I really just wanted to share with everyone, man. That's that 8-minute video. That conversation, I believe that conversation is occurring more and more throughout the Western world. I believe that's the conversation that people are having. Women are becoming red-pilled, right? And the way that I use red pill, right? They are seeing the world for what it truly is. The goggles are coming off. The rose-colored glasses are coming off. And they're, and it's not that the red pill world is doing it. It's not that the manosphere is doing it. It's just wisdom and science. It's just how it is. And women will then, with these, like this young woman here, I bet you if you showed her some clips of Andrew Tate or Rich Cooper or Donovan Sharp or Fresh and Fit, some clips when they're just talking about the same thing, she'll be like, yeah, I agree with that. I don't agree with all that other stuff, but I agree with that. And that is what I mean. And women are watching content like Fresh and Fit. Like I said, there's an increase. There's been an increase in women subscribing and watching. Women are watching because they are gleaming, they're getting the information. They're like, oh man, you know what? Maybe I need to do something about that. Because at the end of the day, women control sexual access, men control relationships. And if women were to be more, how should I say this? If women was just stop giving it away just because they want to have fun or whatever and filming it, if they would be a little more focused on who they give themselves to, maybe that would lead to more successful relationships. However, that's that hypergamy thing. And that's definitely a problem because women want the best. I ain't mad at them. I want the best too. But there are only so many top tier guys. So I think women are beginning to adjust. They're going to give it a shot. Try to get this guy. It didn't work out. So let me go ahead and adjust. Let me get me a guy that's going to love me. It's going to be there for me. And I can make this work and we can grow and whatever. And for you top tier dudes, find you a woman that can help you 1000x your life. A great woman will do that for you. A great woman is the key ingredient to success, in my opinion. Don't get it twisted. I'm for relationships. And look, Miss AK lady's like, I almost called them people. Yeah, I know, girl. I'm here. Thank you. Thank you so much. My brother Scam Likely is in the building. What's good, fam? What's good, fam? Glad you came through, man. Yeah, I was at Avalon Friday, bro. It was an oven in there, man. It was packed. I didn't even dance. It was too hot, bro. I was sweating, standing still. It was only in there 30 minutes, and I bounced because I was sick for 2 weeks. I had to stay in the house. I came out, so I didn't want to overdo myself, so I left. It was just too much. But bro, I'm gonna hit you up, man. There's a rooftop salsa thing going on in Tampa in a couple weeks, bro. I'm gonna let you know, man. I'm gonna shoot you the link. I'm definitely gonna check it out. I forget what building it is. One of my buddies told me about it. I'm definitely gonna check it out. I think it's in 2 weeks. So I'm gonna hit you up. Good to see you, man. Sorry. You know, and for those who know me in the real world, if something happens to me, if I get sick or if I'm not doing well, I'm not gonna say anything until I get better. Why? Because I don't want you to worry. That's just how I am. If I get sick, if I get hurt, if something goes wrong, I'm not telling you until I'm better. And I mean, there were three people I notified. Well, two this time. There were two people I notified. I actually had to go to the hospital. I had to go to the emergency room. There was two people I notified. I had to tell my people, this is where I am in case I don't come out. This is where I am. And one of them, they were asleep. They didn't get the message till the next morning. The other answered the phone and they were like about to come. I'm like, nah, don't come over here. But this is where I am. You know what I mean? If you don't hear from me, come here. Come look for me here. And so that's how I am. You got to notify somebody because you got to have your people take care of you. But I didn't tell the masses. I didn't tell everybody until I was better. So I'm here. I'm better. I'm good. Like I made it. So if you're going to worry, you can go ahead and worry, but it doesn't do any good because I'm already better. But I do truly appreciate you looking out for a brother, thinking about me and all that. And that's what it is. Scam Likely, Avalon is having a party tonight. Word? Hey, man, hit me up. If you're going, I'll go. I got to do, if you're going, I'll go, man. I'm going to go do a quick set, but I'll be done by like 8:30, 9 o'clock at the latest. I'm going to hit you up when we're done here. And I'm about to wrap this up because I'll go. I'm ready. I need to get out there and get my dance on, get my sweat on, all that good stuff. I mean, I done shaved and everything. Don't want to waste this, right? Don't want to waste it. You get out there and do something. So, happy Independence Day, man, to everybody out there, man. I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. Hope you're enjoying your family. I hope life is treating you well, right? Take care of your health. Take care of your physical health. Take care of your mental health. Depression can put you down into a death spiral, y'all, and it will cause problems with your body. And remember, they call high blood pressure the silent killer for a reason, bro. High blood pressure will kill you dead, just as dead as that rifle over my shoulder. So you got to be careful. Take care of yourself. Take care of your people. Take care of your people. Make them go to see them doctors. Go see the health professionals. That's what they are there for. This is why we pay all this money in insurance. Don't be stupid. Go if you have to go. It's just money. You can always make more money. Can't make another one of you. So I'm done. I'm done here, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I really do, Brother Dino. Filter water and perishes with berries or raisins and honey, good for high blood pressure and cholesterol. Facts. Everybody told me all that except for the honey, and I got honey here. But blueberries, I eat bananas for my bananas every day, every morning. Bananas and with breakfast and stuff like that. Blueberries, like blackberries. I eat strawberries, but that's not, I just like strawberries. But I'll put more blueberries and strawberries in there. I didn't know about the honey. So I'm gonna use, like, if I'm drinking tea, I use honey to sweeten the tea. I won't use sugar. I cut back on the sugar in that case. No soda. I love sodas, bro. I love pop. I love Dr. Pepper and Pepsi. No sugar. I'm really working on that. That's the drug that's killing me, y'all. Sugar. I think sugar is worse than heroin. So, I'm cutting back on my sugar. I'm boiling my chicken now. No fast food. I'm cooking more. I'm eating green veggies, like, salads and stuff like that. And I'm doing all that stuff, y'all. And y'all should be doing the same thing. You know what I mean? We got to take care of ourselves. We are old. You know what I mean? I'm older than most of y'all. But I'm telling you, man, take care of yourself, take care of your family, live as long as you can, because every day truly is a blessing. I ain't going to lie to you. It truly is a blessing. Great conversation, bro. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for being there for me, man. Each and every one of you. I appreciate y'all. I'm back, y'all. I'm back in the chair. I'm going to be doing stuff, man. I'm going to let you know when I split off Downrange Podcast. And again, once we split it off, I'm going to ask all y'all to jump over there and subscribe so we can get that going and get that, get our political side rocking out. And we're going to continue doing this. I got some stuff coming up, y'all. I got some stuff, not just comedy, but I got some more stuff coming on. I'm still trying to find these people with the submarines after this thing that happened with the billionaire who got crushed in his submarine. A lot of folks ain't calling me back. So, because they're getting a lot of calls. But submersibles, I'm still working on that show. I've been working on that show for a year. I thought I had it locked in, but almost. So yeah, stay well to you as well. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm DL Saint. This is the DL Saint I Really Want to Know podcast. I'ma holler at y'all later. Peace.
Darn, that's the end.